2019, Oprah Winfrey had a special with child abuse victims of Michael Jackson. She went on to explain that when done right, child abuse feels good.
So this is what so many people don't understand. A big part of the confusion and shame for child victims is that the attention and the seduction from the predator, who is probably going to be somebody you know.
Right.
In order for it to work, it has to be somebody you know, somebody you admire, somebody you respect, or maybe even love. And it feels good. I mean, if you're 7 years old and somebody, which I was trying to say this to my friends who had children, you're 7 years old and someone is stroking your penis, it feels good. Right. Even though you don't have a name for what that is, it feels good. And when I first said this years ago, people were like, you're crazy, because everybody wants to believe it's like sexual assault and you're being thrown up against the wall and you're being raped. And I have said for years, if the abuser is any good, you won't even know it's happened. You will be in it and you won't even know it's happened. And if the abuser is any good, he or she is going to make you feel like you're a part of it. I mean, and nothing is more being a part of it than what we discussed earlier. Then you say you were married. You had marriage vows and you have rings.
Right.
Oprah legitimized the notorious sex criminal Joe Teixeira, aka John of God, as a miraculous faith healer, one who could cure cancer, giving him international recognition. Joe Teixeira is now serving 19 years in prison for the rape of 4 women. He is facing additional cases related to several sex crimes, including keeping teenage women as sex slaves in underground mines, forcing them to have his children, and selling their babies internationally for tens of thousands of dollars before murdering the women after about 10 years of childbirth. Oprah runs her own Leadership Academy for Girls in Africa, a $40 million school for disadvantaged girls, where in 2007, several children were sexually abused and parents were only allowed to see their children once a month.
And I have said for years, if the abuser is any good, you won't even know it's happened.
Oprah was very close with disgraced Hollywood mogul, rapist, and abuser Harvey Weinstein. Her Me Too documentary ignored Weinstein and Jeffrey Epstein. Oprah was herself a teenage prostitute. She stokes the fires of racism in America. And she is a member of the Billionaire Club, or the Good Club, along with Bill Gates, George Soros, Warren Buffett, David Rockefeller, and Ted Turner. The so-called Good Club meets behind closed doors and discusses plans for global depopulation. The Great Awakening is upon us. When will humanity begin seeing these billionaire celebrities for who they really are? For Infowars.com, this is Greg Reese.
South Africa was forced to confront its hidden plague of sexual abuse on Monday after the full scale of a scandal at a school set up for disadvantaged girls by talk show host Oprah Winfrey was revealed. At a bail hearing in Johannesburg dormitory, matron Tina Virginia Makopo, 27 years old, was charged with 13 separate counts of abuse, including indecent assault and criminal injury, committed against at least 6 students aged 13 to 15 and a 23-year-old at the Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy for Girls at Henley on Klip outside Johannesburg. The school was established on January 2nd at a cost of $40 million and opened by Winfrey in a ceremony watched by Nelson Mandela, Spike Lee, and Tina Turner. Winfrey personally picked the 152 students who studied and lived there free of charge. Makopo, who was not asked to enter a formal plea, said she was innocent when the charges were read. The magistrate freed her on a bond of $450. Now, why would she have been freed when clearly she was a pedophile, fondling little children, okay? 13. I don't support Oprah. And you know, if Oprah was near me right now, I would ask her, did it feel good for those 13 and 15 and 23-year-olds that were abused at your dormitories? With all the money that you have, Oprah, You couldn't ensure the safety of those children? I don't trust you, and you shouldn't either. She's part of that billionaire club, you know? She is a snake, and she surrounds herself with evil people, corrupt people. All right, you guys, like, subscribe, and share. Till next time.